Hey, OLFMs. Happy Poutine Thursday. It is December the 10th. And if you're keeping track at home, it's April 254th. It certainly feels that way. And yes, it also feels very much like I have been in this room for 200 and something days, and it's probably entirely accurate. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I had a great couple of hours earlier tonight spending time at our remote holiday social that Melissa Sherman organized for you and for and some of our team. And it was terrific to see many of you. I disappeared, unfortunately, fairly quickly into one of the breakout rooms that Melissa had conveniently, I think it was a sign, had conveniently entitled I think it was the Fabulous Poutine Thursday breakout room. So, of course, that's exactly where I went. So I didn't get to catch up with some of you, but I did get a chance to have a nice visit with a number of you who joined me there, and then later in the larger group. But thank you for coming and joining us for that. That was really terrific, and thanks to Melissa for setting all that up. Wow, lots to share, if in case you noticed, and you probably didn't, but I know that John O'Brien did. I was not there last week. I was not here last week. Well, I was here, but I didn't do a video for you. So tonight's video has, just extra content and all the more poutine to share with you. And speaking of poutine, I kid you not. Now, I didn't bring any to the holiday social because that would have just been rude. But I did afterwards run over to Alchemy Brewing and pick up a nice, lovely, it feels like about 3-pound serving of poutine, all part of my gain COVID-19 plan. And washing that down with some lovely beer from Banff Avenue Brewing, some of their nice Black Pilsner, which is wonderful. And boy, we've had a lot going on in open learning. Let me fill you in on a few things. Of course, it's exam season always. Every month is exam season in open learning. But if you're teaching a PACE course, MBA, a number of other courses, it is definitely exam season for your students. Hopefully we can all help them to have an exam season that is as low stress as we can possibly make it. So shout out to you for, shepherding your students through that, and I hope all goes well for them. Some really nice news for one of our members in the OL team, and that's a shout out to our good friend Brian Lamb, who BC Campus awarded their monthly award for excellence in open education, and there's a nice profile of him on the BC Campus website, and really you can't say enough wonderful things about that guy, and he's just so great to have on our team, and such a smart guy, and knows so many things about open education, and is really someone that people around, across the country and around the world look up to for his expertise and vision in terms of what open education should all be about. So I'll put the link to that in our email for today, but a big shout out to Brian. What else can I share with you? I should have mentioned this a few weeks ago. Connie is back with us working on academic integrity within the delivery area of open learning, and that's pretty exciting to have her back working on your behalf. And so if you have any questions about academic integrity cases, you can certainly direct those to her. Little message from delivery support team, just to let you know that if you do have grade changes that need to be submitted for students, please contact direct delivery services directly, rather than reaching out to the registrar yourself. Oh, you naughty OLFMs. No, do not contact the registrar. I'm just kidding. But it really is helpful for delivery services to be the people to reach out to them, in part because, if you can imagine, we have 20,000 plus students, a couple of hundred OLFMs, and so much going on in the registrar's office right now that it's really better for those sort of requests to come directly to them from one of the members of our team in delivery services. So please, if you have a student who needs a grade changed or something like that, please contact delivery services, and we will look after that for you. For those of you who were unable to attend last week, the panel presentation that Melissa organized about Who's Who in OL, that is recorded so that you can view it, and I'll post the link to that also in our email for today. That was a great event. I was doing interviews at the time for I think for a development contract, and I couldn't make it, but I heard it was terrific, and thanks to Melissa again for organizing that. And she also created a list of key contacts for you, and that is also there for you in the OLFM Moodle resource. The other thing I would just say is that, we were talking tonight in the breakout room that I was in, talking a little bit about the growth in open learning, and I've mentioned that in previous weeks. And I got some numbers from, really from the last month or so, that came across my desk last week, and I thought it'd be worth sharing with you a couple of things in terms of the growth and enrollment. And a group of us were talking, and one of the things that John O'Brien was mentioning to us was that it's great to talk about percentages of growth and things like that, but the actual numbers are things that really resonate with us probably more. And he's absolutely right. So I thought I'd share with you that. Again, we've had significant growth, so growth in October in terms of registrations changed over the previous year, 11% growth, November, 10% growth. It's pretty extraordinary. But let's put some actual numbers to those things. Let's look at the numbers of registrations from April to August. Sees us at 15,853 course registrations over that time. So that's not necessarily the number of students, but the number of courses that they've registered in. That's just from April to August. And then if we look at September through November, we're looking at another 8,561. So that puts us at 24,414 registrations just from April through November. So if you think about that, that puts us at well over 30,000 course registrations for this calendar year, for sure. Probably closer to 35,000, I would think, by the time the dust settles. That is pretty extraordinary, and we're looking at a number of students. I don't have that figure for you here, but well over 20,000 students this year, I think. I think we're going to crack that 20,000 mark. And that is extraordinary if you think about the size of our team in open learning and the number of OLFMs, the number of courses we have. That is something to be really proud of. And I think it's important, our contribution we're making to TRU, but also really important the contribution that we can make to students across the province, around the country, and certainly around the world. And one of the things that really keeps students coming back, gets us new students, is the experience that they have in our courses. And a lot of that is driven by you, the OLFMs, and the way in which you support our students. So I thought that'd be a nice note to end on tonight. I'll have a holiday edition of the Pandemic Paulcast for you next week. And it really does come down to you. And I think that's one of the reasons we've been trying to do these videos regularly, is to say thank you, to say that we really appreciate all that you do for us. And boy, our students do too. And I know it's a challenging year. It's a tough time of the year and semester especially. But thank you for hanging in there with us and hanging in there with your students. And they really appreciate it as well. So please take good care of yourself, the ones you love, of your students as well. And I look forward to seeing you here again next week. And I will be here, I think, at the corner of 3rd and St. Paul in downtown Kamloops. And it is Paul Martin signing off for another week. I will see you on December the 17th.